Welcome back to the Civilised Group podcast.
James is your host because I don't get paid enough.
Neither do I, but I do less.
Yeah, we don't
work,
get paid
so-
at all.
Who's the highest paid one here?
No one gets paid here.
Yeah.
No one, because we're not monetizable. We can't be monetized, and
Don't our sponsors pay us?
we don't have sponsors.
Oh,
Yeah, we did that. We did have that Honey Nut Cheerios thing, but I didn't take any money because I didn't want to.
will you accept donation?
Yeah, we do. We accept donations. We have Patreons. Links in the description.
Maxi, you know when you spell sources, like on the YouTube description?
What? What do you?
You know, I think it's the incorrect spelling.
What do you mean
you spell it like-
sources?
You spell it like S-A-U-C-E. I think it's S-O-U-R-C-E.
That's how it should be.
No,
Let me check
that's how.
Let me
No,
check
that's.
this.
It's the wrong spelling on the
No,
description in every video.
Because it's meant to be like that.
Okay, I was just making sure. Do you know how to spell? Or like,
It's meant to be like ketchup and stuff like that.
okay, just making sure because I didn't know if you really knew
Okay.
how to spell.
So anyway, today we have James, Uman, myself, Maxi, and Crane as the guest.
Oh, what?
Crane's
I'm
the
just a
guest.
guest.
Yeah, you're a
There's
guest.
also that other guy.
Yeah, the other
What
guy
are we
that
gonna call
Senpai
him?
cubed.
Yeah.
we call him AsherThorn or something.
Asher. Okay.
He probably won't talk. Okay, so anyway, first topic of today. What is it? It is Spider-Man, all that drama and their new deal. So if you didn't know already, Spider-Man was in jeopardy because what happened was Spider-Man Far From Home made over $1 billion. And Disney wanted a bigger cut. They went over to Sony and said, "Hey, can we do a 50-50 cut on every new Spider-Man film?"
Yeah, because they're incredibly greedy.
Yeah, and Sony didn't like that, and they had like a
Spider-Man
That's-
is MCU Iceberg in Green Lantern.
how do I explain it?
That's a serious news.
How do I explain this? It was a standoff, a business standoff.
Was it civilized?
I believe so, because the new deal led to Spider-Man getting an extra 7 films.
Okay.
Oh no, wait, 6-picture deal with Tom Holland, so 6 more films, and an option for a 7th. And there will be 3 new Spider-Man films after the next one, the next Spider-Man film. So a new trilogy. And on films, on the profit, Marvel gets 30%, while Sony gets 70%. Which I think is a little bit better, because Sony does own the rights to Spider-Man.
Yeah.
So, what were your thoughts on the drama, Uman?
Well, I mean, let me ask you, who would you blame this feud on?
I think Sony, because 95% is a lot, and Disney was doing all the work with these Spider-Man films.
I don't know. I kind of blame it on both because Marvel is incredibly greedy and Sony is incredibly selfish. So
Mm-hmm.
those two things like don't go together.
Mm-hmm.
Why can't, if it's possible, Marvel just buy the rights to Spider-Man? And none of this would happen in the first place.
Sony would have to willingly want to sell it.
It
Sorry.
seems as though we have an echo coming from Mr. Crane.
Yes.
There's occasionally an echo coming from your microphone.
Occasionally, it's fine.
Yeah.
It should be fine.
It's not really an issue, but if there's something you can do to change it, that'd be great, but doesn't really bother anything.
Okay. So basically, to sum this whole thing up, Disney wanted more money. I don't think I don't think it should be a 70. Not
Wait,
sorry.
they want more money?
It shouldn't
Disney?
be a 50. It shouldn't be a
Money?
50-50 split because they don't
Yes,
own the
they are
rights to it.
very
Who'd think
greedy.
Disney want money? Oh, how absurd! Go away.
Yeah,
Absurd proposition.
Disney doesn't want your money. They just want to entertain you.
Yeah.
Okay, so anyway.
Yeah, that's why Disney Plus is coming, and that's going to compete with Netflix. Everybody buy
Disney
your stocks
Plus,
now.
well,
Everybody buy your stocks now.
we're gonna come up to that soon.
Did
So
somebody
invest in the
say
stock market.
Netflix?
yeah, we said Netflix. So the next topic is the Avengers theme
Greenland.
park.
Yeah.
Sounds like
Avengers
someone
theme
wants
park,
to
everyone.
make some money.
Yeah, Disney really wants that money, you know. Or what
Yeah.
can you do? Honestly,
Guys, do you guys want to know a fun fact? I mean,
yeah.
like
Okay.
all these companies, they compete so much for their movies to beat other movies because they're all greedy. If Jeff Bezos created his own movie and charged $3 billion per ticket and watched it once, it would make it the highest grossing film of all time. So it's so simple. Jeff Bezos can just tear all these companies apart by purchasing his own movie.
Okay. Issue with that is he doesn't. Yeah, I mean, sure, Jeff Bezos. Same as Mark Zuckerberg. Yeah, they've got so much money, but half of it's like in half of their money is inside like
Like
stocks, and if they were to sell those
yeah.
stocks, the price would plummet,
Mm-hmm.
Wait, who's it?
effectively
Wait,
making
sorry,
them
can
nearly
you repeat
worthless.
that?
So
Yeah.
Wait, who's this? Can you repeat that?
pretty
James.
much Jeff Bezos and the other Facebook dude.
Big Zuck.
Mark
Big
Zuckerberg.
Zuck.
Yeah.
The Big Zuck.
Exact.
Yep.
Okay, so what are your guys' thoughts on the Avengers theme park?
I think someone wants to make some money.
You're quite right.
Whether they're gonna make
Crane.
it or not, that's the
Crane?
question.
What do you think?
I mean,
I mean,
I
it
don't.
won't be
I
as-
honestly
it won't
think
be as-
people are just gonna go. People are not gonna go for it because of it is an Avengers theme park. It's just not gonna
Yeah.
happen.
It's just
Well-
Disneyland will always be number one,
It's gonna people
No,
go to a theme
this is
park
part of-
for a
and
theme
it's
park.
going to be incredibly expensive. This is Disney we're talking about. Disneyland is beyond expensive.
Yeah,
okay?
yeah.
It's going to be just as expensive because it's Disney.
I'm pretty sure this is going to cost them $1 billion to construct. That's what I heard. I
Well,
forgot
that's
where
like
I heard it from.
pennies for them.
Yeah,
Uh,
they
But
because Disney's a public company, so you know.
But the thing is that do you guys remember that Star Wars theme park that opened like a couple months ago? That's not doing so well. Apparently, it's like really empty
Yeah.
because of the prices for admission and all of that.
I reckon location is more important than what theme the theme park is.
Mhm.
I think if it's and I think people go to a theme park for the amusements, not for the theme.
Well, the reason
personally.
why I'm guessing they are locating in California is because Disney headquarters are in California. That's why.
I think they're doing it because Disneyland's there.
Yeah, but also because everything's close to the Disney headquarters, so they can.
They're also gonna be able to move smooth stuff that, for example, Malv used to be at Disneyland. They may want to move old rides there. If they're
Yeah.
also in California, they could maybe share some of the resources such as the maintenance people.
Yeah,
I'm not,
because a lot of people already go to Disneyland, and if the Avengers theme park is right next to it, people would say, "Oh, we've been to Disneyland," because people come from all around the world. Oh, well, might as well go to the Avengers theme
Avengers,
park.
It's
Yeah,
Avengers
funny.
and
Land.
that just makes them more money.
I think personally, if it was me, I'd be going over there. If I'd been to Disneyland, I see Adventures. If I see Disneyland, I see the Adventures at Adventures Park. I'd go if I do. I'd only go to one. I would go to Disneyland because it's bigger, more rides, all that stuff.
Yeah, I'd personally choose Disneyland.
I think, yeah, it depends on people's financial situations and stuff.
Yeah, like a burger over at Disneyland is like $26. It's insane.
But it's probably gonna be the same at
Yeah.
this.
I think there's a rich people like kind of pass.
Oh yeah.
That's the
There
hidden
is.
meaning.
No,
I
there
think
is.
there's a
I
rich
think
people
at
pass.
least for some parks. I don't know about Disneyland. I know some they get to skip the queue and stuff.
Yeah.
They got rich person pass.
One question, please.
Yep.
One question. May I ask, what will happen to the abandoned buildings of the Disney?
They demolish it and rebuild.
Something else. Or they'll probably
Yeah.
just take down all the signs from Avengers, change it to, I don't know, Peppa Pig.
I don't think they
Wrong
own the rights to that.
studios,
It's
but
a British.
They don't own the rights to it yet.
yet
Because, one day Disney's going to own the rights to everything.
they're gonna, make it the communist theme park.
Okay, so anyway, next topic. The 3 new Marvel shows that were announced yesterday. We got Miss Marvel, She-Hulk, and Moon Knight. For all of them on Disney Plus. Honestly, they sound boring. She-Hulk, honestly. Why do we need a She-Hulk?
I'm yawning.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
non-ironically yawning.
Yeah, it's literally.
As soon as we
literally
change
that
topic.
boring.
Not because I don't think that the female versions of them are bad. I just think it's just another way to make money. I think
Yeah, it
just
is.
chuck the females in with the the first one to start with.
Feminism for the
You know.
feminists.
I've got nothing wrong with them having it. I just think they should put it in the start on the first one. And I think the real reason why they want to do this, not because of they want to portray women. It's money. They wanted to just
No,
portray women, chuck it in the first
they are
film.
pretending to care. Pretending.
If they really did, they would have just chucked it in the first film and made one film.
Pretending to support gender equality.
Yeah, that's what I reckon it is.
Yeah. So, what are your thoughts on this, Iman? Because you're a big Marvel fan.
Yeah. I just told you it's. This is just. I think it's for the feminists, to be honest, and pretending to care.
Whoa! I wasn't saying anything about that, Iman.
What?
I wasn't referring to that. But if you want to take it there, you can.
I'm just saying.
I was the one that took it there.
Oh.
I'm not saying that they don't
Shame.
pretend, but I think they've got bigger motives.
I wasn't even thinking about that. I was thinking about just like they just want money. That's what I was thinking about.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
They're doing all that, pretending, and
I'm not-
to achieve
we're not-
their
yeah.
goal.
I'm not saying that they
Yeah, I'm
really
not saying-
they don't care. It's just they
Yeah,
all that it's a
they might care.
part
They actually might.
that's
They
there,
actually,
but I think they've got bigger motives.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's not just because we support gender equality and that's why we're doing these movies. It's not because of that.
Yeah.
The main goal of businesses and especially public companies, because the shareholders invest to make money. So the shareholders don't want to hear, oh guys, Disney CEO says, oh guys, we're making female characters and female movies to support gender equality. Shareholders don't want to hear that. Shareholders want to hear we are making these movies to attract a larger range of audience to indeed
Mm-hmm.
achieve the end goal of making money.
Okay, so
Indeed.
I guess we're done with that. It wasn't really important. Okay, so topic 4.
Basically,
Who wants-
all the big tech companies who have their own personal assistants pretty much have been said that if you buy the for example the Google Home, the physical Siri thing, the Alexa one, and Cortana,
Mm-hmm.
Siri.
they're pretty much all recording and sending back the information that they do record. Then I don't know. As far as I know, they're only recording when they think that there's something being heard. When they think that someone's used their voice activation system, but when they do, they're getting private companies, ones not actually related to them, for people in them to look at all the data and find stuff for like advertising and all cool stuff like that. And pretty much they have some of them, I think, for example, Apple have said that they're gonna stop it, whilst Microsoft, I think Apple, Google, and Samsung, I think, have said that they're gonna stop it. But Microsoft have pretty much given everyone the finger and said, no, we're gonna keep on doing it. So yeah. And one thing I was going to say, commonly these devices do, think that you say the "Hey Siri" or whatever they use to activate, and so they activate even if you haven't, which means that data's being sent there, even if you don't realize it is. That's how I think a lot of these ways, people find recordings of them, which they haven't, which they haven't initiated. Yeah. It's a lot of talking from me. Anyone else want to say anything?
No.
Well, what do you think about being recorded?
I don't think it's a big deal. I mean, if you know you're getting recorded, just obviously you don't want to say anything that would embarrass you or anything like that. But they would never obviously
Problem is, a lot of people
do
don't
anything.
know that, yes, they know that,
Yeah.
being recorded, but they don't know it's being sent to the cloud for people to listen to, and it's not just
Yeah.
a program that is listening to it. Because of these reasons, I personally don't own a Google Home. The only
Yeah, me too. I
smart
don't own
device
it.
I have is my phone, which I have Bixby and Google Assistant disabled on.
Yep.
And pretty much the only app that actually has my microphone is Discord and the phone and the audio recorder itself, which is connected to the internet. Yeah. Are there any smart devices I have? Oh, there's a smart TV, but it's got no microphone. It's just all it means is it's just got a it just can browse the internet really slowly, and you shouldn't get one if you do want to browse the internet. Yeah.
Maxi?
Does anyone else want to say anything about this?
What's your opinion?
Second topic.
Oh, okay. Basically, it's bad. My Xbox would do this all the time. I would say something completely unrelated.
Oh, I know. Yeah, I know. The Xbox party's always been recorded. Like every,
No, but I mean, as in like the Connect, I would say something like, I don't know, like
Oh, okay, yeah. Oh, I don't have
I'm
that.
going to get dinner now, and then the Xbox would be like, okay, I'm turning off now.
As long as you don't say anything.
I'll turn you off. I mean, what?
What?
I hope it doesn't turn me off. Disconnect life support or something.
as long as you don't say anything weird or embarrassing. But don't forget, you're not the only one. It's everyone who owns these devices, obviously. So
It's like,
I mean,
it's turn me off. What about
these
turn
are
me
big
on?
companies, okay? These are proper companies, okay? They're not gonna do anything dodgy, well, as far as we know. Well, then they're not gonna just put it on the internet, and just let everyone see. I don't think that's not part of their terms and conditions. It's not something that I would sign up for.
You'd be surprised what's in their terms and conditions, and not even what's in their terms and conditions, what they can get away with, what they have written in their terms of conditions.
Yeah, because let's admit it, no one actually reads the terms and conditions.
No one.
No one.
Actually
They make it like 100 pages on purpose, so you don't know what's written inside and what's hidden. So the person can skip it, and then when you get like taken to court, for example, they're like, oh, well, if you look at the 99th page of our terms and conditions, as you can see, it says we have the ability to exploit and sell your recording and your whatever.
The thing is, they're not going to use words like exploit in there. And
Yeah.
now I'm going to restart my audio.
No, I'm just saying
recording
that
software.
as an example.
It's not audio recording, but unplug my microphone.
Okay, so does anyone else want to say anything about it? Oh yeah, you go. Go,
One
Crane.
question.
Yep.
What if water will be the new oil in the future?
What if water? I don't know how. Oh, actually, you can use hydrogen to power steam power. So I guess you can use water as. I guess water could be the new oil.
I mean, it depends what type of oil. Oil as a lubricant or oil as something to burn.
I think
No,
it's.
I mean,
I think it's. Do you mean like
the
fuel?
Africans need water.
Sorry?
What? Wait. What do you mean? Can you elaborate? Would you like to elaborate on your point, please?
Okay, we'll go on to the next topic. If you do want to say something, you can stop us at any point. But next topic, PewDiePie gets married. Yeah. It was long. It was very long waiting. People, well, maybe not long for some people, but it was.
This was like
people
10 years
knew,
in the making.
People knew it was gonna happen. Yeah, and it's finally happened.
The wedding just got happened last week.
Mr. and Mrs. PewDiePie.
Yeah, this is.
Felix
No,
PewDiePie and Mazia PewDiePie.
This was. I'm not I didn't exactly grow up with PewDiePie. I did watch videos occasionally, but this is more special to those.
Didn't he was separate for a while and then they got back together again?
I don't think so. They may have been overseas.
I think they did.
I think they all stayed together.
They've always. They never, as boyfriend and girlfriend, they never split like that. As far as I know, they've always been together.
Yeah. Like,
They may have lived in different premises, different side of the world for a short time while, for example, PewDiePie was filming. Scare PewDiePie for example. I don't know,
yeah.
but there would have been instances where they would have been apart like that, but not, split up.
Okay, so this is a good thing, Does anyone else want to say anything?
no.
No, no one wants to say anything. Okay.
It's good
Next
for them,
topic. Who's leading that?
Okay, so President Trump has floated the idea of buying Greenland on multiple occasions. Danish Prime Minister, if I can pronounce it correctly, Mette Frederiksen, has called the notion absurd. It has triggered a diplomatic row of sorts.
Well, he can't actually buy Greenland.
Yeah, it's an autonomous region in the Kingdom of Denmark.
Honestly,
and I really don't know how he would buy the largest island in the world.
if Trump's being serious, then he's got a few screws loose.
He tweeted out, "Denmark is a very special country with incredible people." But based on Prime Minister Mette Frederiksen's comments that she would have no interest in discussing the purchase of Greenland, I'll be postponing our meeting scheduled in 2 weeks for another time. The Prime Minister was able to save a great deal of expense and effort for both the United States and Denmark by being so direct. I thank her for that and look forward to rescheduling sometime in the future.
I mean, the only thing I can think of is it might be good for, there might be some oil underneath there.
Yeah, I think that's what he wants.
I think that's probably most likely it says. I believe there are resources there.
Just wait till the United States finds out that that there's oil in fryers.
They'll just raid them all.
Yeah, they'll just raid every fast food joint. Yeah, they'll be like, "Give us your oil."
Yeah.
Hands down, give us your oil, or we'll nuke you. Okay. I think if they were gonna try and purchase an island in the southeastern Pacific area, I would believe that they were actually considering it. But I think this: they want to go and buy Greenland. Why not build their own Greenland? China's doing it. Build their own island. They can have, rather than Greenland, have yellow land or orange land for Trump.
Just just do what China's doing, building their own islands.
Exactly. There's no reason to buy an island.
Does anyone else have any thoughts on this?
No.
No? Crane, do you want to say anything before we wrap up?
I think I'm gonna say something. I think if it was during the Cold War, I could see why they might be doing it to get us a strategic advantage on where it is. The location closer to Europe, but no, it's not Cold War. Sorry for interrupting.
Okay, so I guess that's it. We'll wrap this episode up.
Was someone else gonna say anything, Mr. Crane?
What?
Did you want to add anything before we ended?
Before we end, I just want to add, wait. Life biggest question. What will happen if the water is our new... Wait.
If
never
water,
mind.
if water will be the new oil in the future, is that what you said?
Wait, what?
Thank you.
But do you want to elaborate on what do you mean the new oil?
I mean, you know, the Africans has no enough water.
Oh, so you mean to drink? So you mean it will be
If we can
scarce?
sell them, if we can sell them our fresh water to them.
But they have no money. That's the thing.
They have
We're-
money.
They don't
I
need
know
to. They have those machines, those little
the
Pumping
straws.
machines.
yeah, the straws. Yeah, straws. They have those straws where you can use it with any water, like a toilet, a toilet bowl, or in a pond, and it kind of
You mean the filter?
filters it. Yeah, the filter filters it. So as long as they have that, they're set. They don't need to buy water or anything. They're set. They're set for fresh water anywhere, anytime.
That is correct.
Yeah, you're gonna do is pee in a bucket and drink out of it.
Yeah, and keep doing it. Infinite source.
Just be Bear Grylls.
Unlimited water.
Bear Grylls, and I drink
goes
my own
according to
piss.
and that goes according to the law of conservation. Energy, matter cannot be created or destroyed. It can only be transferred or transformed.
But it doesn't really agree with biology, though. Sadly, this is so sad.
I mean,
Alexa,
I mean,
don't-
some people would be comfortable using
Don't record this and send it back
those
to the
type of
cloud.
substances and liquids. I certainly wouldn't.
Yeah. And
I
does
mean, the my tap's fine.
yeah. And Larry, do you want to say anything?
But he doesn't speak. Is he deaf?
We have to edit that. Edit as we need to make that louder.
Yeah, I'll
I might be able, maybe even able to.
Am I gonna end this live stream now?
Sure.
Yeah, end it.
Done.
私の名はジャンピエール・ポルナレフ。私がこのコロッセオで君たちと会う約束をし、ディアボロに追い詰め